I shot one. I give all praise to Yahweh, Bashem Yahshai, Bashem Karkadash, double unsealed apostles of great millstone. The citations all you sincere labors out there pushing this truth in all sincerity, in faith and honesty, that for the still elect. As you can see here, this is a video, Slakia, an article which is recent, New York Times, posted May 7th. Okay, so this is current news. All right, 2018. It says AIDS runs rampant in Venezuela, putting an ancient culture at risk. All right, the Venezuelans, they are Israelites. All right. It says Armana Bari, the family members setting out on a harvest taro, staple in rural people in Jaburi de Gayu, Venezuela settlement hit hard by AIDS. The disease is spreading rapidly through the Roraro. Alright, and if you know anything about the Israelites, the Lord, always, they had the heavy spirit on them to be fruitful and multiply. Alright, so with that being said, Israelites are affected by this the most because Israelites are, they have a high sex drive. All right, so I'm going to get right to this article here. It says, AIDS runs rampant in Venezuela, putting the ancient culture at risk. Disease threatens an entire indigenous population. The rural people of Orinoco Delta, a government program collapsed. And we all know Venezuela that are going through a lot of hardship right now as far as starvation, right? Economy collapsing. I'm reading on. It says Venezuela, after the other villagers had drifted away to do chores, Rafael Paquino finally found himself alone with the headman and opened the hardcover notebook on his lap. The men were sitting in a palm-thatched hut perched on stilts on the edge of a branch of the Orinoco River. It had been 2 years since Pequino, a nurse, had visited this poor indigenous village in the remote Orinoco Delta region of eastern Venezuela. His notebook contained a registry of patients who had been part of an HIV treatment program that, like the rest of the nation's public health system, had fallen apart. Okay, and I'm going to just get some points out of here. It says, of the villagers who had been part of the treatment program, 5 had died of AIDS, disease caused by HIV. More than 40 residents of this village had died of AIDS-like symptoms in the past several years, and settlement of only 200. So, I'm keep reading on. It says, I'm very worried, Mr. Pequino said quietly. He looked stunned. It's wiping out this community. Okay, and I wouldn't put this past a so-called white man. He used to send medicines, I believe, to Puerto Rico that had the AIDS virus inside of it, man. All right, so a lot of these medicines and stuff, they put the viruses in the medicine, man. All right, how else would this disease get over there, man? You can see how these people, look how these people are living. Alright? There's no TV, televisions in here. These are ancient people living an ancient way. But yet still they're getting infected by a deadly disease, man. This disease was created by the so-called white man Esau. Alright? Because if you actually research this disease, man, it kills the CD4 cells, which are the main part of the immune system, alright? And that's all they do. They specifically attack those cells. So therefore, your immune system is compromised. Now you can't fight off diseases. That was a design, man, right? Reading on. It says, in recent years, amid profound shortages of medicine, coupled by widespread ignorance, HIV has spread rapidly throughout the Orinoco Delta and is believed to have killed hundreds. Woro indigenous people who live in settlements like Jaburi di Gayo along the serpentine channels winding through this swampy forest landscape. It's a pretty lengthy article. I'm gonna just try to get to the points here. It says the epidemic plaguing the Woro, hopefully I'm pronouncing that right, is a crisis within a crisis, a dramatic example of how Venezuelans failing to grapple with a resurgent AIDS emergency, even as the annual numbers of new HIV infections and AIDS-related deaths around the world continue to decline. Under President Hugo Chavez, Venezuela HIV/AIDS prevention and treatment program as world-class and countries seem to have disease under control. It says the government has stopped distributing free condoms, which help prevent the spread of HIV, activists say. Alright, and this could be one of the main reasons why right here. The price of a pack of cost equivalent several days pay at minimum wage, so it's too expensive to hand out condoms, man. It says did not respond to requests of interviews with officials of the National HIV Prevention Program, the Healthy Ministry and Ministry of Indigenous Affairs. The government has released health statistics only sporadically in recent years, and doctors have disputed their accuracy, but AIDS activists and specialists say that HIV infection rates and number of AIDS-related deaths have skyrocketed. So too has the number of once stable HIV patients whose health has collapsed for lack of regular supply of antiretroviral drugs and medicines to treat opportunistic diseases. And this is the drugs that they use to treat these diseases. Notice how it says treat. It didn't say cure. Alright? Because the so-called white man, which is the devil that the Bible speaks of, alright, he has a lot of money invested into the health industry. Alright? Pharmaceuticals. So if you cure diseases, then these people that make these drugs, they lose money. Alright? Because the objective is to give them drugs to treat the diseases. Then once you run out of the pills, once you run out of your bottle of pills, you go ahead and you have to pay another whatever amount of money it is to buy another bottle of pills. Okay, so let's say they had a cure. Those companies, those people, those manufacturers that make these drugs, they will lose money. Okay, and Esau is all about money, continuous revenue. Okay, so curing diseases, even though the people will be in a better state, the people will be more happier, the world will be a better place if diseases were cured. The so-called white man is not about that. Alright? And that leads me to get these precepts, man. Okay. And it's get these precepts real quick. Proverbs 29:2. When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. But when the wicked beareth rule, the people mourn. And as you can see, okay, these Venezuelans are mourning, man. Look at these, look how they living, man. Slovakia. Look how they living. Alright? Let me see. These people are suffering. Look at this, man. People are supposedly living a good life. Alright? Now they suffer with a damn virus, man, created in some lab by some devil. Look at this. These people are living off the land, eating natural fruits and vegetables, drinking water, that's probably filtered, through the rocks and the minerals. And here it is, this virus and this disease is wiping them out, man. Right, this is the work of the devil, the so-called white man. Alright? Look at this. These people, man, eating natural food, cooking their food on stove tops, alright, on open fires, not using microwaves, which is radioactive. Man, look at that. Healthy people, man. Look at this. But they're dying of AIDS, man. Come on. This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. Let me get some more precepts. Alright. So, when the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. But when the wicked beareth rule, the people mourn. And the wicked is bearing rule. So the people are mourning. Alright. Quick precept is Job 9 verse 24. It says the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. So the wicked is ruling. He covered the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he? If it's not the so-called white man, where and who is he? Who is the wicked? We see who the wicked is, man. The scriptures just tell you, you know, the people mourn when the wicked is in rule. These people are mourning. This whole indigenous group of people is finna get wiped out by a fucking virus, man. Look at this shit. That's why we gotta get the hell out of here, man. You know, this man has to be taken now. The so-called white man is a devil that the Bible speaks of. And another thing too, if you so happen to you know, quick Google search, you can see right here how this disease specifically attacks a certain amount of certain CD4 cell for the immune system. Satan's messing with them. Okay. It literally shoots out and attacks a specific cell, CD4 cell. Alright? And then it moves on to the next host. This was a design disease. It don't attack the red blood cells. Okay? They designed this disease. It just shot out some rays at this tissue right here. Alright. It continues on until it infects every single CD4 cell in your body. And that's all it does, is go around targeting those cells, man. Okay? Then once it's done, it's out of there. This man's a devil, man. And then I'm gonna show you something else. Because, you know, the scriptures speak about using the natural herbs of the planet. Now this is from the Whole Food store that I went through the other day. Now, if you do some research, colloidal silver can kill any virus, any bacteria. It cannot survive in the presence of silver. And as you can see, it says immune support. Alright, immune support. So this silver can kill any disease that it comes in contact with. Alright, and if you research, it can actually kill the HIV virus as well. It will actually stop the virus and suffocate it, okay, and it can continue on doing that as it remains in the system. But listen what this says. Colloidal silver, according to the FDA, there is insufficient data to confirm the effectiveness of colloidal silver to treat or prevent any disease. All right. In addition, the FDA has found this indiscriminate use of colloidal silver products can cause severe adverse consequences, including argyria. I don't know how to pronounce that word, but if you look it up, it's when your whole body turns gray or blue. Okay, like it says right here, discoloration of the skin caused by ingestion of silver. Whole Foods Market will continue to carry colloidal silver products due to consumer demand. However, we disclaim responsibility for misuse. So they're gonna continue to sell it because people demand it because they know the effectiveness of it. But what they try to do is scare you away from using it. All right, because it's very effective, and people are getting hip to this. And this amongst many other so-called herbs. Okay, but with that being said, man, you see what's going on. Okay, this is what's going on, man. These people are getting wiped out by this disease, man. Okay, getting ready to wipe out a whole damn tribe of people in a village, man. All right. With that, I want to say Shalom. Let's stay strong, Lord willing, ratified.